Okay, welcome back. Last time we did the second warp room in Crash Bandicoot 2, and we got all the crystals, but I will have to come back for a couple of the gems, and also to get access to a couple of the secret stages. However, I'll be coming back for secret levels and everything after I've beaten all the main levels, so we'll be seeing that in a few episodes' time. We also defeated the Komodo brothers, and now we can head on into level 11, Plant Food. So, as the level's title implies, we're going to be dealing with a lot of plants in this episode. Well, not in this episode, in this level. I'm going to wait for this platform, because I do not trust myself to platform across otherwise. There we go, fantastic. Now, I think... Wait, this one... Yeah, this level had 2 gems attached to it. So, let's see what it says. Okay, it's one of these timed ones. So basically, once again, just like in, I think it was called Hang 8, I just have to beat the level as fast as I can, without dying, obviously, without dying, and within the timer, and if I accomplish that, then I will get a gem. So, let's hopefully get through this without too much hassle. So far, this is going really comfortably, and I have 2 Aku Akus, so I have a nice little bit of leeway. Good to know I can't get the invincibility while I'm on the kind of jet boards. I don't know, it's not quite a surfboard, it's not quite a jetpack. I don't know what I'm on about. But yeah, I think this is the final kind of stretch of the level. So, can I dodge this plant? Yes, I can. But this will be a very close call. I'm just going to ignore the nitro box. And we can now grab the yellow gem. Oh, I did get the crystal. For a second, it didn't pop up immediately. I was thinking, hang on, did I miss the crystal? But hey, so I will have to come back and do another run where I, just destroy all the boxes. But for now, that is plant food dealt with. So I will call that a pretty nice success, and we can now move on to our next level, which I believe is called Sewer or Later. Which, solid name. Interesting name for a level. I mean, to be fair, it goes right next to the previous one in the same kind of aesthetic, which was the Eel Deal, so, credit to them. The level names are pretty good. Okay, so, now, let's just wait for this, because this guy with a blowtorch is going to be an annoyance for me, and I just know it. I mean, I'll be honest, as much as, I'll be honest, I have sneaking suspicion, a lot of things. No, that electric eel nearly caused me a problem. Okay, I'm just gonna wait it out here. Also, I don't think you can kill the electric eels, which is, a little annoying. Also, I now have a yellow gem path, so let's go over here. So, away we go. I don't actually know what is on... Okay, I hit the ceiling there, that's not great. Let's just wait for us to loop back around, wait for the water to be safe, and now we grab another... Okay, well, there's a gem there, good to know, but, I just died twice pointlessly. But hey, at least I spawned with... But I guess I spawned back in with the Aku Aku, so it could be worse. But yeah, I definitely don't like that. I don't trust the fact that there's just so many of those just up boxes. But I will call that a success. Now I just need to wait for this guy with the blowtorch to stop. And also for the water to go back to normal. Fantastic. And I get hit anyway, because sometimes I just throw on the clown shoes. And that's... Okay, this is okay. Now, we made it. Fantastic. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there's a secret exit to the level here, which isn't what I want. Hang on, wait. I might be thinking of the wrong thing. Okay, that will blow all these boxes up, which is great for me. Huh, it doesn't destroy the... I guess it doesn't destroy the reinforced ones. I guess that's good information to have. Okay, so... I think I need to actually double back here. So, I'm actually gonna quit... No! No! Okay, I saved it. Barely, but I saved it. I hate platforming backwards. But yeah, I guess I have to. Wait. Wait, there was no boxes to destroy. There was no boxes for me to destroy on that entire path, was there? Sorry, I'm just having a moment here. Okay, I just need to kill this guy with a blowtorch. Kill the rat. Wait for that. Jump over here, destroy these. And now, I believe... Okay, yeah, this is where I came back in from, right? I believe this should be where I was. I think. Okay, let's go down into bonus stage. I'll be honest, I do not remember this level or most of the levels in this game very well. Also, that almost could have been bad. Also, this is going to be a little bit annoying because I don't think I can just belly flop these. At least I can't spin them. So I have to kind of slide in and just kind of slowly walk back out. Now, let's just carefully hop. Well, I guess that's one way to... I was going to say, I guess that's one way to do it, but evidently it was not the right way to do it. Anyway, fortunately we can just try it again immediately. Also, so as much as I basically just gave some more thought to some things, and even though I can't currently actually just, like, record games on my PS4, which, would be very nice and very practical for a good few games I would quite like to do. For a few games I would quite like to do in future, I've quickly it kind of just hit me yesterday that, like, I have a good few games just kind of, like, sat on my PS4, just, like, waiting to be played now. So, in addition to, like, all the 3 PS Plus ones, I bought the DMC HD collection for when I eventually do Devil May Cry games, because I do intend on doing those. And also, I did kind of just want to transfer over a lot of the words. Like, I also want to just kind of transfer over a lot of the games that I had on the Xbox One, kind of just back over. So, that was close. So I basically bought the Resident Evil Origins games, well, Origins Collection, so Resident Evil 1 and RE0, and I obviously intend on doing those at some point. And I kind of went back and forth on whether I wanted to buy it or not, up for the last one here, because I do love the games, as well, the ones that I include. I'm just going to wait for these to respawn so I can destroy the fan just for my own safety. Okay, yeah, and this is where I came back out from. Fantastic. So yeah, basically, yeah, so I'd heard mixed things about the Dead Rising collection on PS4, but in the end I kind of just decided to go for it. Partially because I'd heard the PC version also has issues, and that's probably the way I was meant to do that. So I'd heard that the PC version also has issues, and also, well, my 360 kind of died a few years ago and I haven't actually, like, replaced it or got it fixed yet, and honestly, that is entirely on me. But, yeah. So, well, I need to have some way to play the game. That destroyed all the nitro crates. I'm gonna go check the other way. So yeah, pretty much, at some point, I do intend on doing the other Resident Evil games, and also all the Devil May Cry's, and all of the Dead Rising games. Okay, I say all of the Dead Rising games. 1, 2, maybe off the record. To be totally honest, though, it's been so long, I don't actually remember if I've even played Dead Rising 3. Like, actually, I haven't played any of those games in like 6 or 7 years at this point. It's been a long time since I've played any of them. Like, I definitely still remember a fair bit about them, but yeah, it's been a very long time since I last played them, so I am kind of looking forward to playing them again, both kind of, you know, on and off recording. And yeah, that's my thought process on that. And now we also get the second gem from this level because we got all the boxes, and we come out with a level of 2 Aku Akus, and that is fantastic. So we will not have to come back to this one. So I guess the answer to the question was sewer rather than litter. However, actually, there is one thing though, which was, I've heard that the PS4 version has a lot of varying issues. Oh, cutscene. I'll be right back.
Crash schematics for an improved Cortex vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be fine.
Wow, what a surprise. Cortex was being evil. Okay, into the next level we go. Bear down. So, basically, I've heard that the PS4 version does have varying issues, but honestly, like, I got the entire collection for, I think it was, like, cheaper than each one would have been individually if they weren't on sale. So I'm not too worried about it, because I probably would have paid I should have done the big jump there. So, like, I think I paid less than I would have been willing to pay for just Dead Rising 1, so, yeah, at some point expect those games. No promises on when, because I'd need to, like, you know, get a means of recording on my PS4, and also, like, and I feel like playing Dead Rising, I really, like, need to kind of be in a mood for it, because, like, you know, sometimes all the time management and things is a bit difficult, and also Dead Rising 1, that game is, I missed a box, so I will be coming back to this level, which is actually fine, because there's also access to a secret level here, but I'll be coming back for that at a later time as well. But yeah, Dead Rising 1 is a really good game, but its difficulty curve is absurd. And, like, especially if you're playing it for the first time, like, it is ridiculously hard early on, and then it kind of, like, goes backwards a bit. Like, it has a very strange difficulty curve, and also, when I eventually do it, prepare to just, like, there may be many editing cuts of just, like, me trying to get the survivors into the safe room, to be honest, because, if you've played Dead Rising 1, you know, but, basically, the survivor AI in Dead Rising 1 is notoriously bad, and, yeah. But I am really looking forward to being able to play it again, because it's been a long time since I played it. But yeah, so, you can get to a secret level here, you just kind of platform back across all of these. I will come back and do that at a later time, and we missed 3 boxes, so we don't get the gem, so I would have to come back regardless. But yeah, those games are super fun. I don't know how I'll... Actually, no, wait. I think... I want to say... Like, I know that I have Case Zero and Case West on my Xbox, so I should hopefully still be able to access those. Okay, into the next level we go. Road to Ruin. So basically, I'm just kind of like thinking out loud here, because Case Zero and Case West are like 2 parts of Dead Rising 2 that I would also want to do. Okay, so let's just hop across here real quick. Now, you may notice there are some boxes here, and they are kind of like grayed out. If I platform properly, I can like make the jump. Like, if I platform properly, I can make the jump, but I also create like a dead end for myself. So I'm not gonna bother. And then I'll come back at a later time, because if I recall correctly, one of the secret level paths will bring me back into this level, and therefore, I'll just come back and deal with the level properly at a more appropriate time. So let's just destroy this TNT and slide that lizard. Obviously, the frilled lizard kind of enemies here, well, obviously they have the kind of frills around their neck and everything. So if you try to like just run into them or jump on them, I'm pretty sure that does some damage. And also we made it to a death route, so let's I'm quickly gonna just play back up to there, and if the death route isn't available, I'll just restart the level, because honestly that was some full clown shoes behaviour on my part. Okay, there we go. I'll be honest, I don't remember... Oh, I do remember this one now. I hate this one. And by that I mean, I hate having to deal with these, like, I think like gorillas that are just like throwing logs. Like, I remember it being very annoying. Fortunately, I can just kind of go in. I was going to say, fortunately, I can just kind of go in, but evidently I messed up the platforming, but hopefully we can get that done, you know, on our second actual attempt at it. And I now just completely slid right off the edge there, so that wouldn't have been great. But yeah, at some point I want to do all the Dead Rising games, because those games are really good. Or at least 1 and 2 are. I don't like, I think I've played 3, but it's been such a long time. And I know for a fact I haven't played 4. And I do remember hearing that 4 was, like, bad enough that it actually just killed the series. Which, you know, isn't exactly, the kind of, whatchamacallit. That was awful. So yeah, 4, definitely isn't the kind of endorsement you really want for your game. Just like, hey, this one was the bad one that killed the series. Like, I'm sure that at some point Capcom will hopefully bring it back. Hopefully it won't just, I genuinely thought that it was just gonna kinda just throw me off the edge there for trying to jump at that time. But yeah, hopefully it's not one of those series that just ends up completely just abandoned by Capcom. Because, well, I have too many series from devs I like that just kinda are in that unfortunate location. And by that I mean Atlas has a couple, Capcom have a lot, Sega have a lot. And, you know, sometimes okay, that was close. And sometimes it's just nice to have, you know, that little series. No. And then there's some series that's just like, oh, this one's never coming back. Oh, I hate this already. Tilted. I love tilted platforming. And by that I mean I hate it. I hate having to deal with platforms like this in any game, because I always suck at dealing with them. And that should be safe. Now you just run forward here. I'm just gonna wait for fire, because I knew that was coming. Okay, that's a tiny bit closer than I thought it was. Okay, this time for sure I've got this though. So let's just make a quick run back to here. Yeah, just honestly, if I had an Aku Aku, this would be so much easier. Part of me wants to actually just run a tiny bit forward to make sure I don't get one, but you know, we'll be okay. Because you know what? If anything, I feel like I kind of cut out too many deaths and everything in Crash 1. On the side, I kind of just only really showed what ended up as like the perfect runs. So honestly, I feel like showing at least, you know, some of the deaths kind of makes it feel a little more authentic. So let's just wait that out, kill that thing, and away we go. But yeah, to be honest, I did allude to some Dead series that I would like to see come back. And yeah, some of those I do intend on doing playthroughs of at some point. And by that I mean, as soon as I nope, that was close. And by that I mean, some of them are more dead than others, and yeah. So at some point I do intend on doing the Trauma Center games, because I think those are really good, and I also feel like Atlas kind of just abandoned them after a while, for seemingly no real reason, because it's like, hey, this doesn't seem to be selling badly, and also they play really well. Okay, now I need to just go backwards, I think. Wait. I didn't hit a checkpoint, did I? So now that I've got the gem from here, I can play this forwards. Right? Because there was no boxes on the gem path. On the death path. So now I should be able to, in theory, just play the level out normally and get through here. Also, I'll be honest, this level and I think the next one's called Ruination, that work on this kind of aesthetic. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle with those two. However, I will say I do really like the general kind of aesthetic in these ones, how you see the ruins of Cortex's castle just in the background, and always kind of just looming over. I think that's such a cool visual. Okay, we get the crystal, and we get a checkpoint. Now, in the next one of these levels, I believe it is, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the next one of these. You'll hit one of these boxes, and it'll just be, and then it'll be, oops, all nitros. Which, obviously isn't exactly ideal for us, but, hopefully we can get through here without too much hassle. Okay, let's just destroy that. Go over here. I'm just going to wait out the flames on this one, so we can get to here. And now, on to the bonus stage. Now, the question is, will I fail at this bonus stage? And the answer is almost certainly yes. Because it's me doing a bonus stage in a Crash game. Okay, now... Oh, I remember this one, at least a bit. So I basically just have to kind of run back and forth and just hit all these. And now it gives... that was close. And now it gives me the ability to get across here. And I missed that bonus life, but that's okay. And I think this is all just one path route otherwise, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's just hop on here and get on towards the end of this stage. Also, well, there goes that life, just floating by. Okay, also, for some reason these heads, they kind of just... Never mind, I was going to say those ones just spin and don't breathe fire. Turns out I was wrong on that, but when again, point me in the direction of me being right at something about these games. Nope. I think I would have been okay, and then I just put on the clown shoes. Do I have to do the bonus level again? I do not have to do the bonus level again, so that's nice at least. So now let's just break through here and keep going. But yeah, I basically just had the realization that, like, wow, my PS4 is just full of Capcom games that I need to get around to playing. Okay, 57 is 50. I just ran right into that. I think that's kind of a sidewalk monkey. But yeah, so basically, I realized that my PS4 just kind of has a bazillion Capcom games, and it's like, you know what? They're good games. And also, you know, they're games I already have and have played before. So I'm hoping I can get through them without too much hassle. Because, you know, well, obviously, I spun it the wrong time. Because, you know, they're games I've played before. I mean, to be honest, getting the Platinum and the HD collection of... Sorry, getting the Platinum and the Devil May Cry HD collection might not be happening. I might not do that one again, because I distinctly remember when I did it on 360, my ending statement at myself was, never again. Never, ever again. Because, quite frankly, DMC1... Okay, I guess I do have to come back to this level anyway. Because that is that secret entrance I alluded to earlier. But yeah, so basically, DMC1 is a great game, but at the same time, it's like, man, I really don't want to have to fight Nightmare again on DMD difficulty, because it's just not fun. Especially that last time when you fight him, it is awful. Okay, into the next level. I guess you could say that it's unbearable. Okay, well, that I'm gonna head on into the level. And now, is this the level I think it is? Yes, it is. We now have to run away. This is another running away stage. However, we have now upgraded from Boulder to, actually a bear. Which, honestly, you know, is quite the increase. And now we have to, you know, be a little bit more careful. Also, yeah, we now also have to deal with fences and lizards that are also running in the same direction. To be fair, I would probably be running away from a giant rampaging polar bear if it was after me as well. Fortunately, yeah, so it kind of just knocks itself out, I think. And I should probably maybe do some slides. Actually, that works. That gets me just a little bit of distance, and sometimes that little bit of distance is all you need. I do need to get rid of these lizards, though, because those could be an issue for me. And by that I mean if I make contact with those lizards, I also die. Okay, so let's do this bonus stage. We will now take a quick moment away from, running away from... We'll now take a pause from our scheduled running away from an angry bear to, do some basic platforming. Okay, I say basic platforming, it's a little more... I think it's a little more than basic, but, you know, I wouldn't... Nope. Never mind, that jump is doable. Like, I'd say it's a little more, but it's, you know, not exactly the most complex platforming I've ever had to do. Now just make that arc, fantastic, and you get the boxes and a bonus life, and back to the level we go. Now, that blows up all the nitros, and now we get into, I believe, the final stretch of the level. Not quite, okay. Nope. Well, I didn't die of a pool ever, I guess, so I guess that's a win? You know what, it happened twice in a row, it's no longer a win. If it happens once, okay, but, you know, happening 3 times is embarrassing. Okay, this time for sure. This time, there we go. Okay, I'm getting there this time. Now let's just kill these lizards, destroy these boxes, and keep making a run for it. And, I guess at that moment, slide for it. Oh no, that could have been a disaster. Okay, I guess this is the final area. Okay, because now, we have now run away while on Polar. So, yeah, you have to do basically a Polar level while you are going towards the screen, which is, you know, maybe a little harder than it may seem. Okay, so hopefully we can get through this without too much hassle, but I'll be honest, I have maybe a little less confidence in my ability to do this than I perhaps should, but you know what, we will manage. So as long as I hit, like, the side of those, I'm fine. Okay, now, it is also important for me to note here, can I get the gem? Did I get the gem? I missed 20 boxes somewhere. I will have to come back to this level. However, so, I can make that jump over to here, and if I follow that path, I will get access to the secret warp room and a secret level, but I will come back for that at a later time. So I will now just leave this level, and we can go and fight the next boss. And our next boss is another new character, because to be totally honest, most of the bosses in Crash 2 didn't return from Crash 1.
Crash, my boy, you are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and my, our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next one.
Okay, so off we go to our next boss fight. Just as soon as I can get Crash to put his thumbs up to be like, hey, we're going. And now we get to fight another new character, introducing Tiny Tiger. Who, you know, is quite the opposite of tiny. He's actually kinda huge. And also, he is still a tiger. So, fortunately, this fight, I don't remember it being too difficult. Basically, we just need to, you know, dodge away. We basically just have to keep platforming and dodge them, and just not be on the platforms while they fall. Like, we just need to not be on the platform while they fall. Like, when the platform falls, we just don't need to be on it. And, you know, we need to kind of like bait Tiny in. There we go. So, now we are 2/3 of the way through this fight already. This is not a particularly difficult boss fight. I mean, I say that, but, watch as I now struggle. Watch as I make this difficult for myself. Will that... Okay, now we just hop to here, and that is Tiny Tiger dealt with. So yeah, I'd say that's... Actually, no, it's not the easiest fight. The Komodo brothers are definitely easier. But yeah, I think the next boss is probably the hardest one, if I recall correctly. But, I'll be honest, I haven't played this game in a couple of years, so I might be misremembering. Anyway, next time, we'll be able to do the next Wolf Room. And for now, I am going to quickly run over here, save the game, and end off today's episode. So as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time as we take on the 4th Wolf Room in Crash Bandicoot 2. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.